Matt Belloni, Puck's founding partner, who's been writing about this throughout the past year. Good morning to both of you. Claire, I mean, the report was fascinating. It's fascinating also that it continues this sort of bad blood. What's happening here?
Well, I think the story that I attempted to lay out is something that feels like it's common knowledge in Hollywood, but perhaps news to everybody else. And it's this idea that Bob Iger was pushed by the board to make a decision on succession. And the board had suggested Bob stay. And Bob said, no, I'm ready to leave. I launched Disney Plus successfully. I'm ready to step down. And the board had said, well, make Bob Chapek COO. And Bob Iger said, no, he should step up. He should become CEO. Then the full extent of COVID becomes clear. And Bob Iger seems to have regrets about handing over the reins because Disney then enters this crisis of, that everything shuts down. There are decisions to be made about furloughing thousands of people. And they were just on different pages about how to move forward.
Hey, Matt, though, take the story forward because, we've been looking sort of back at this sort of bad blood, and maybe that remains. But clearly, the board seems to have Chapek's back. And we just had, the firing of Peter Rice. You just wrote about that. I don't know how much you think that plays into this entire dynamic about who's in power.
Well, I think what's happening here is Iger continues to shadow the Chapek tenure. I mean, just the fact that people were questioning whether Iger might possibly come back to the company and take over for Chapek until he was renewed. His deal was renewed recently for another 3 years. But, this question of, what would Iger do? What would Bob the First do? That has really haunted Chapek. And it's no surprise that it's annoying to him.
I'm sure it's annoying him, Matt, but do you think it's over? Meaning now that the contract's in place, now that Rice is out, and I'm curious what you think of that dynamic.
It's not out. I mean, Peter Rice was someone in the company that was the head of television content and was viewed as a possible person to step in, even though Rice himself often downplayed that. And now he's gone, and Chapek got rid of him. And that was very deliberate. And it was done after Rice had received a new contract renewal just months before. So this notion that Chapek is now safe and that he is free to act for the next 3 years, we know that's not true. If the board wants to get rid of him, if the stock continues to lag, I mean, it was the worst performer on the Dow last year. If it continues to lag, the board would have no trouble getting rid of him despite the renewal. So,
but then what is the renewal about, Claire?
Well, I think they feel like they need to give Bob Chapek a chance under normal circumstances. COVID obviously was an extremely difficult situation. And, we all hear of these CEOs that get renewed that lose their jobs once they find somebody better. I mean, the question is, who were the other candidates that they looked at and why did they pick Bob Chapek? I think the answer to that is he had experience in a lot of different areas, but he was light on experience in content. And that is the thing that continues to dog him. The folks in the content unit preferred Bob Iger for many reasons. I think kind of, to the stock point, the stock was at a 2-year low last spring. It was at $200. Now it's 92, 93. And I think the story that will emerge moving forward is ESPN will be something they'll want to highlight. They raised the prices, well, they said they would raise the price to $10 for ESPN Plus. We've started to see Disney buy more sports rights. So I think, that's an area of the company that they're going to want to highlight. The parks also, the margins will be much better than they've been because the prices are so, prices have gone up in such a big way that that's something they'll highlight. But again, the stock, to Matt's point, is not in a good place.
Hey, Matt, to me, the big deal that still has to get resolved is the future of Hulu. What do you think happens?
Absolutely. Disney is in this odd place where it controls Hulu, but Comcast still has a 30% stake, and Disney has the opportunity to buy it in 2024. Many people think that Disney will either, assume all of Hulu and then figure out what to do, or even sell Hulu either to Comcast or someone else. I happen to think that they will keep Hulu. It's got 40 million subscribers here. But remember, Hulu doesn't exist around the world. It's purely a U.S. property. And if you're thinking of a pure play global strategy for streaming, folding Hulu into Disney Plus makes a lot of sense.
Claire and Matt, we're going to leave the conversation there. We appreciate it.